Welcome back to this, our second episode in our Seablock series. Last episode we got our basic, we didn't do any science, but we got our basic lab set up, or our electromagnetism lab. This episode we want to get going with a bit of automation, but I have remembered that I can actually build inserters now. So we've got a burner. I don't really want to keep feeding my fuel into those, so I think what we'll do is we need inserter, 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 inserter. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Need at least 4 inserters to start off with. What's the ingredients on these guys? Circuit board, iron plate, iron gear wheel. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And basically, this is to keep the show on the road. Just gonna know what to put in there, probably not. We might speed that process up a little bit ourselves. Now, the other thing that I want to do is... Oh, we're out of fuel. Do you burn the cellulose fibre thing that we can produce? What's that? Science stuff, okay. That we can just automatically produce at any time. This one. Does that have any... Yes, it is burnable fuel. So maybe I can shove some of that in there. Save on our wood that we might need for more important things. Now what do you need? Oh, you need to get up to 10, that's right. So this is kind of slow. It actually needs more than one inserter, and well, you're rather full. So we could do with more inserters. What are you actually making? You're making copper. Okay. Are you getting... Yes, you are getting other stuff in there. The sapphirite ore. So we should see what we need to do with sapphirite ore. Hopefully that's mentioned in here. Sapphirite. Why can't it... Have I spelt this wrong or something? Sapphirite ore. We can't do anything with it, apparently. Crystallizing. No, that's not what we want to do anyway. What are the recipes we can put in one of these things? Crushing machines. Oh, you're out again. Okay. We have a little bit of copper plate. I think we probably... Let's go back to science. We have to do this manually anyway. Oh, we can only make 4. I think we need 5 of those. One of those needs 4 copper plate. That needs 2 iron plate. That's a lot of plate. This needs an electromagnetic core. How many does it make? Is the question. Not very much. Oh, one process of this makes 8 of them, and maybe one process of this makes more than 1, or maybe not. That's pretty good, 8. So you get it in multiples of 8, basically, so we need some more copper plate manufactured. Okay. Why haven't you gone into there? 4. How's power? Power's pretty good. Okay, the thing that I wanted to do was I want to play with the game speed. Oops. Game, I think it's just game speed equals, say, not 0, 2. We have to repeat it. Game speed equals 2. There we go. 120 now. So things will happen a lot faster, including that one running out of its fuel. We need more than that. We're building up. We also probably need another one of these stone furnaces. There they are. I think, is that where we make our sand from? What's it made in? Used to build sand. I actually have 10 sand. Let's get more of that cellulose fibre underway, so we can use that as our fuel. And if I give you crushed stone, no, I don't think that is the recipe for sand. Do you have any more iron yet? Oh, what's this? Sturritite. Where is our sturritite? Saphirite. Is it in here? 2. Yes. 6. There we go. Let's get another. Let's get all of those. They'll let us finish basic automation. Power is fine at the moment. Ah, 5. There we go. And we can get our next tech. Hang on. Automation. So what did this one give us? Burner assembly machines. And what's this one? A steam-powered assembly machine and burner assembly machine. Okay, well, let's get a proper one. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to get the queue fixed. Because that's not going to do. Alright, we got any more copper yet? Are you filling up on this stuff? You are. Is there any more copper? Yes, there is. Okay. We still don't have enough copper. We do have 3 more of those, so let's get them now. Now, where are you at? Nowhere. Where are you at? It's all being used. Where are you at? 13. Do we need to build... I'll wait for the proper one. These things were good for building circuit boards. What did we need the green algae for? That is something I'm not sure. Green algae. What are you used for? That's how you get made. Usage. You can make cellulose fibre, so I don't have to. You can also be used to make jellyfish. If we have nutrient pulp, doesn't look like something I need. And later on, you're good for compost. So at the beginning, you make cellulose fibre. Ah, right. And from that, we can get wood processing. So that's probably something that we want to move towards. You're out. How about we give you some of that to keep you going. Now, how are you going? Maybe I need long reach as well. Science, make me all the science. And make me some more sand. Now what I really want to do, obviously, is start setting up automation. There we go, we can make 48 of these. Okay. Let's get one immediately. Can I put sand in you as a recipe? I can. Alright, you're going to make me sand. So all the sand that comes out of you is going to get turned into... there we go, that's better. Oh, and T, logistics system. That's another 10. We are going to need a box. Box out of the way. Since we have very little room, you can go up there and you can get a power pole. Right, that could be a little bit slow. And burner ore crusher. I suspect we're going to need more of these very soon. We need to set up some automated cellulose manufacturing, I think, as well as some automated creation of science, because this is getting tedious now. Which will mean that... Let's get this thing doing something. It'll mean we probably want to extend this a little bit so that I can fit them in here. How are you going? You're not really... waiting on this guy. Oh, you've got those to get rid of as well. The sapphirite ore. We probably need another burner crusher to do something useful with that. What's that? Oh, that's power. Okay, burner generator. That's still a little way away. Burner ore crusher, stone furnace and 5 stone. Okay, let's get another one of these. So I suspect we want it for the other ore. Hang on. Sapphirite ore produces crushed sapphirite and crushed stone. So, if I could give this a little bit more space, like so, it's probably no good just there, and if we had some cellulose to feed you, there it is. Your recipe is going to be that one. We have a whole lot of that. Just waiting on this to build. I'll wait till at least it's 20, say. There we go. Then we need 2 of these guys. How are we doing? Still not a problem. So you can feed that, and let's move the solar. So we have two of these. We have one there, we have one here. You will be there. Let's get some power to you. We need more cellulose. So with a bit of luck, if I moved this too far away, I may have done. Oh no, that's right. So there. And you get the rest. And you get that. Right, how are we doing? We have 4. That's not happening very fast, even at game speed 2. I guess it's faster than it was. Okay, so now what we need is a great big collection of processing to automate this guy. Which would basically be, we need to make this, this, and this. So that's 3 assembly machines. Okay, let's get those 3 assembly machines happening. Oh, let's also get some more of this guy happening. So the process doesn't stop. Power's still under half. And sand is not great yet. So what we want, I guess, inserters to want inserters. May have been a silly place to put that. That should be enough room for one of the inserter machines. Okay, we are going to need to waste a bit of sand just there. This machine is going to make these things, right? Electromagnetic cores. Yep. Although at the rate that's going, that might be a little bit too fast to use our entire supply line this way. Oh, and we don't have any more yet. How much more copper do we have? We have a bit. How close are you to making some more? Not very close. You probably have a bit more of this though. Yeah, that's better. How much sand? 3 sand. So this is going to be copper. Let's get some more of those fellows in there. Let's make some more, in fact. Let's make as many as we can. We just need to get our scientific capability up. In fact, I might even change game speed to be game speed 3. That might be a little bit more promising than this, because that appears to be one of the bigger issues we've got just now, just using this residual crushed stone rather than taking some directly out of this, or in fact maybe we need one of these directly feeding our stone supplies. Yes, we're still quite a long way away. What have we got in there? We've got 4 of those, okay. Oh, and we've done another tech. That's fantastic. Optics probably aren't that much of... Ooh, that would give us proper belt. What does this one give us? Wood processing 2 and mechanical refining. That gives us some slightly better processes. Water treatment. Do we not already have this? Chemical processing. An electronics machine. We can start doing growing trees, maybe. That is probably something we should be working towards. Basic chemistry. Okay, we don't exactly need that yet. I think I'll get wood processing to get these resources next. And then maybe we want to look at the tree arboretum. And I'm going to have to look up how to get the queue set up. I keep forgetting this. It's so annoying that the default in Factorio is that the setting is set to whatever it's set to. It's set to you can't use the queue until you've got to a certain part. With the amount of tech in this tree, it's going to take a long time to get through it. I have to do it all one by one. Oh, we're out here, so you need some of them. How are you going? You are almost out. How are you going? For some reason I had 1 crushed stone, so that can go in here. What have we got? 1. That doesn't really help us that much. Let's see if I can make a few more of these before we completely run out. Power every so often flickers up to about half. That's manageable still. Need 1 more copper. Still just 1. Yeah. it might make sense to spend a while just taking all of the stone, turning it straight into sand. And it would probably make sense to move the location of this as well. We don't have a lot of luxury in terms of doing that. A lot of choices, really. Night time. I guess we're going to have lights soon. Seeing it go as dark as this every so often is not that much fun. Oh, look at all those. Wow. Sure, we can use them for something. It is so slow. Okay, let's grab whatever's in there. There's nothing in there. Let's make another 4. At least we tend to be using those a bit in this process now, rather than burning through our supply of iron. Should really be sort of reserved for machines, I guess. Good processing too coming along. What's more important right now? Science, of which we don't seem to have a lot of pressing priorities because we've got no room for any of this other than maybe optics so we can see at night, and tree. Maybe I'll get those two. Probably need chemistry. I don't know exactly what for yet. It's a new recipe, not sure. Whoops, not cancel. Carry on. Ooh, we've got 2 bits in there. How much sand do I have now? 2. Exactly 2. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it might make sense just to build out the sand. It's not like we especially need the trees. It's just the product that we can get from the trees. I mean, the other thing I could do is I could probably pull some of this stuff down because we don't actually need it at this moment, and reorganize this a little bit, but I guess I'd like to collect some sand. But you made quite a lot of this stuff. I know you only get one slag. Out of 1 slag, it's actually 1 slag makes. You do get 2 crushed stone at least, so that's not too terrible. Long way away. Okay. It's probably enough for another round of that stuff. Manually crafted. Maybe we should go to game speed 4, that might be better. Let's try that. Game speed 4. Yep, it's happy doing that. No reason not to. I think we have enough to complete this research. We may do. We may finally do. Let's, in the meantime, manufacture one more of these. Just quick. Comes out of here as slag, so it's this one that I'd need to split some off from. Let's put that there, and let's make a quick chest. I think it's easier or safer to do it this way. Two more. So it's probably slowed down this process a little bit. But I'm kind of okay with that. $17. Oh, you're out of fiber. Okay. More fiber. Five more. Okay, what can we do with 5 of these? That should be good enough to put that in there, and to make these things directly. Oh, 43. So yes, I think this is going to be slightly more successful. Got 3 of those. It's going to dig into our supply. How far off are you? Why are you doing that? Yeah, this is the problem when you don't actually have when you don't actually have filter inserters, it's a little bit hard to enforce what it is that you're trying to do. We can do 4 of those directly out of our stock. Get the rest of wood processing happening. You're out again. Okay. Next one that we said we were going to do was lights. Let's get lights. Especially since we're on YouTube. Into there. 8. Okay, so what I want is basically two inserters. And we will need one more space. Let's put it there. And you're going to make science, and we need power. And hopefully this makes that an appropriate rate. Right, got another 6. Landfill. So now the ideal would be to move this guy and have him just here. Just need 2 more landfill. one more inserter. Good, it's covered by that. So we now actually have properly, fully automated science. It's only taken 2 episodes to get there, and we're still doing some manual dicking around with rocks and things. But it's certainly better than where we were. It looks like we're making iron somewhat faster than this machine is consuming it. Probably because it's taken quite a while for that one to build up. Especially now that half of it's going out here. In fact, what we might do is limit that to something like that. I don't know what a stack of crushed stone is, but that's probably a good idea. We are going to want to tech. We want this, I think, because I know that wood is fairly important. We also want a fuel. We've learnt this wood technology. Wood bricks, which takes wood pellets. Wood pellets come from cellulose fibre. And what's this one? Carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is something that gives us energy, I think, that we can use. Burnable fuel. No, wood bricks are not a burnable fuel. The wood pellets are. That's 8 megajoules. They're 1 megajoules. These are 8 megajoules for 12. So basically, 12 megajoules becomes 16 megajoules if you turn it into wood pellets. So that is probably the next thing we'd like to do, is to be converting, well, making some cellulose fibre actually. Making some cellulose fibre directly and turning it into wood pellets. And our formula for cellulose fibre is green algae. Green algae can make cellulose fibre. I guess it's in an assembly machine, is it? Which would mean that we would like to probably have another space there. Let's make another assembly machine. That's awkward, isn't it? Ever so slightly. We used that in the wrong place. Do we have any others? Yes, we do. We have one. Okay, can I squeeze by down there? I can. Okay, what I want to do is give you one blob there. Put you on that, like so. And we'll move you. We'll move you back to there. You can have the green algae recipe. And we will put you here, and you can have this recipe. Turn green algae into cellulose fibre. More inserters. More tech. Let's get the tree. That's actually a lot of tech, but I think that's where we want to go. What have you got? Oh, you only do brown? Oh, okay, it's fine. I didn't actually need to put you there then. So now that we have that, what we want to do is we probably want another one then, don't we? And you will do this, and you will make wood pellets. And that will be our energy source from now on. Wood pellets. 1. $16. Okay. Next. We probably need to set up this recipe. It also would be helpful if I could reorganize this somewhat. Uh, 23 sand, that's actually a decent amount. You probably, oh, you've got all this brown. Actually, you should probably be changed. Because we don't really need brown anymore, so I don't actually need this whole setup. I'm reluctant to take it away in case, you know, things change, and then we do need it. You certainly need to be unloading into a box for now. Let's get rid of all of that. How is power doing? Still well under control. What's going on here? You've been jammed for a while. That's what's going on now. Okay, so... Oh, you're out. Do we have pellets? Yes. We do. So, we need to do a bit of a reorganisation up here so this doesn't jam. Which means basically putting that one here, I think. No, it's going to have to go... where's it going to have to go? If it was here, we'd have to totally rearrange this lot. 200. 200 is a stack. Okay, that's interesting. Why are you taking so long? Might be that it's all just ending up in here. Maybe we should actually limit that to 1 stack. $10. And I've got 23 here. Oh, we're out. It's actually doing pretty well. This science is happening again. Yeah, so if that's not there, that's not there. Put the other crusher here. Maybe there then. You're doing that one. some pellets to keep you going. Now, not the box, this one. No, we need to go down one. Alright, we're going to have to fill this in now. You're making sand. You can still more or less output something to here, but this lot's going to have to move over. I think we've got fibre. We don't want to give you fibre. Let's give you some of those. So this lot's going to have to move over as well. We're going to basically have to go like so. You need some fibre. And you're going to have to come back like 2. Oh, and we're going to need a power pole over here. Go there, where's the lab? Lab can go there. Probably move the power pole to there. That should have us almost back in action. That should have us back in action, but we still can't directly access that. Oh, and there's nowhere to put the sand as it's made. It's going to have to go up this way. One of those. The sandbox will have to go here. One more inserter. We will need that after all. And now it's night time. Let's get 5 of these things. 5 or 6 of these things laid down. Now we can see what's going on now. Quick check of power. Actually, that's production, that's not power. Quick check of power. Easily enough, because science is not running at this moment. Nice overly tight build. You're doing fine. You're still running on wood. Let's save that wood. Ooh, we don't have that much of that. And how are we doing for time? 50 minutes or so. I think that's probably long enough. We automated science, and we've got... that's why you stopped. Doesn't look like we're going to want brown algae for a very long time. So what I might do is just get rid of that. Change your recipe. I've still got some in the system. Alright, we'll wait till this is finished. We're going to need this brown algae sooner or later, but we don't need it right now. There we go. So that's cleared the system. Let's change the formula to green algae. Let's run through here. Let's get minus minus, and a new offshore pump. There it is. And it can go there. And then you can be outputting with yet another inserter into there as well. And we need to do something with the brown algae as well so that it doesn't lock us up. Probably just pick it up is what we need to do. How are we doing here? We have just 2. We have 10. Don't know. I'll work out a plan and tell you about it in the next episode. But thanks for joining me for this one, and look forward to seeing you in the next. Bye bye for now.